Everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to jump into Ready to Love. Ready to Love, this new strategy Tommy has is interesting. I want to talk about it. I feel like they still need to go back to the drawing board a little bit, just because it's not quite perfected. Now, I know I normally go live at 6 p.m. Central. Whenever I do a live, I pushed it up to 5. So I know a lot of you are going to watch this on a rewatch. Please get in the comments on the rewatch. I want to know what you think. I got a couple of questions I'm going to throw out there throughout the review, and I want to know your opinion. But if you watch this before 7 Central, 8 Eastern, we were talking about this last night. Drew, one of my good YouTube friends, Drew with Angel Cake Entertainment, he's on a panel tonight where they're discussing unpopular opinions about the challenge and some of the challengers. I believe the 3 people I saw was Bananas, Casey, and Polly. And so I really, ever since I heard that he was doing this, I set my notifications. I'm like, I'm going to be live. I want to be in the comments. So that's why I pushed this video up to 5 p.m. I'm sorry if you missed the live. And also, I'm cooking because y'all know I'm going to go see Rick Ross tomorrow night. I'm going to have me a good time at the concert. And so I'm cooking my Sunday dinner tonight. So my husband, I have something to eat because I normally don't cook throughout the week. And the only night I usually cook is Sundays. So I'm kind of preparing my Sunday dinner early. So this ain't going to be long because I got food in the oven now. But let's jump right into Ready to Love. I got a couple of talking points. We're going to get through it. They meet up to have a brunch. That brunch looked good as hell. And, everybody strolling into whatever restaurant they at, and they're having a brunch. They're going to meet with Tommy and, socialize again. And mind you, this is just day 2. Day 2. One thing I want to say about this Potomac crew, the fashions is lacking. Nobody is inspiring me with the fashions. And that's at least one thing you can get right on this show. Up first, the first talking points I saw is Tiffany says she has her eyes on Wiley. Wiley is a gentleman of the show that's not one of my favorites. He seems very immature to me. He doesn't seem ready to love. The fact that he has to constantly walk around with his college championship ring kind of tells me he's living in the past, like those glory days. Those were the best days of his life, and he doesn't want to let it go. Mind you, if Wiley is 32, you were in college from 18 to 22. It's been 10 years, sir. Let that go. I'm not saying let it go, but it's just something about him that reads young acting. I still wish I can get out there on the football field. That's what I'm getting from Wiley. So I don't really understand why Tiffany has eyes for him. I don't see it, but I guess she got to have eyes for somebody. Hey, Davion. I see you out there in the chat. Up next, Dakia walks up to Wiley and was like, "You Chuck Brown's son, ain't you?" And the first thing I said was, who? Why are we bringing up Chuck Brown? We supposed to know this person. Now, I'm not from the DC area. I'm sure my good chat girlfriend Inga will let me know exactly who Chuck Brown is. Maybe. Hey, Vita, I see you out there in the chat. I'm not familiar with Chuck Brown, but they later said he is the creator of go-go music. And even though I don't really listen, I ain't never really heard no go-go music. It kind of sounds like house music from Chicago. If you're not from DC, you probably don't know who that is. And so that's who Chuck Brown is. And it turns out that Wiley is his son. Good for you, Wiley. Congratulations. I mean, I guess since we're talking about that DMV area, that's a big name to throw out there. But I was just like, okay. And my daddy is so-and-so. And moving on. So Tommy comes in. And Tommy says the weirdest thing to me. He says, this week, we're going to focus on quality, or did he say something he said? But when Tommy said quality, I'm like, Tommy, none of these people have a connection. And when people come up to you saying, oh, I'm feeling so and so, you steady telling them, it's too soon, move around, talk to everybody. So I'm like, what do you mean the quality of these connections? This is day two. Day two. This is why I feel like they shouldn't evict people. He said quantity over quality. Okay, maybe that's what I wrote it down wrong in my notes. Because I'm like, why are we focused on quality and we don't know these people? Okay, I wrote it down wrong in my notes. But again, I don't feel like it's fair that on night one, when you really don't get to know anybody, night one, we got to kick two people out. And then day two, we bringing in two new people. Now I like bringing in two new people, but I don't feel like they should have voted people off night one. That's just my opinion. And that's the one thing I feel like y'all need to go back to the drawing board with this show. Y'all need to maybe off camera have a mixer where these people are meeting each other for the first time. I don't know. It just seems like you moving too fast. We getting rid of good people. Fernando wasn't that bad to me. And a lot of these ladies gonna look back and be like, damn, I wish I would have kept Fernando. It's like y'all get rid of the nice guys for these players. But let's move on. So they got to bring in some quantity. I was wondering how they picked who goes out on the blind dates, and Tommy just you and you. Y'all get to go. I'm happy he picked Ace because it's something about Ace's energy. I wanted her to go home. And that's gonna sound bad. But wait and listen. Because later on in my notes, when we saw Ace was at the bottom, I was like, Ace, just go home. Because I get player vibes from everybody on this show. I don't see not one sincere man yet again. But I'm going to give y'all a chance. This season. And I just feel like Ace, by the end of this show, it turns all into bullshit, three-way love affairs. And Ace's energy just gives me, she's too sweet for this show. Too sweet, too nice. But let's move on. Bring on the two people. I already talked about that. Ace and Laverne. Okay, and it's ladies week. So ladies go home this week. Okay, good. So Laverne says to Ace somewhere that Ace is peace, calmness, and love. And Clifton is a little bit jealous, like, oh, I wanted to take Ace out on a date. I didn't even get to go out on a date. Ace, when you see Clifton, run. Just go the other way. Now, mind you, Clifton is my favorite. Only because Clifton, and I would like to, through the TV, I would like to get to know more about Clifton. But right now, he just gives off, I'm a player. I got this. I feel like he knows he could fuck anybody. Like any lady I want to drop the panties. Every lady that's interested in him look like they ready to drop the panties. So I just run from him, Ace. Run from him. But you like Ace too. I think she is just such a sweetheart. Well, right now you got to play the field and see who you vibe with. You do. That's why I feel like you shouldn't vote people out so early. This is my favorite. You talking about Charles? Just wait. I got this big ass ponytail so I could whip it at the concert, but you know, we're gonna get into Clifton and Joy. I like Clifton and Joy. I think they have natural chemistry, but it's all sexual chemistry that I see. I don't see any I want to date, boyfriend, girlfriend, any of that. But let's get into it. Okay. Dakia tells Demetrius, they having a little conversation, that he has BDE, and that's big dick energy. And I was like, that's kind of bold. I don't get BDE from Demetrius. Demetrius looked like he could be a sweetheart. Like he could be a man that learned from his mistakes and is ready to treat a woman the way a woman should be treated. Clifton gives me BDE. This new guy, Cornelius, gives me BDE. Now, it could just be that them are the two that are my types. I love a thick man. But let's move on. It got nothing to do with me. So Takia is walking around the room. She getting to know everybody because we still at this little mixer. And she's kind of interested in Wiley, and I don't understand. I don't see Takia wanting to be with Wiley because he's too young. And Takia is very mature. She acts very mature, very much her age, a boss. They call her a boss lady. Y'all see it for Takia and Wiley, or is she just searching for votes? Because it is a ladies' week. It is a ladies' week. Clifton and Joy together. You like them, Evita. And if she don't want him, I do. Girl, I know everybody want him. You can't go on Twitter without seeing a million women wanting, shooting a shot at Clifton. And I'm telling you, they done put this man on TV. If I see Clifton, I would run. I would be like, I'm sorry, sir. It ain't going to work. Because as soon as this show is over, it's all the hoes coming out. He's just a fine man. And that voice, it would get you. Okay, up next we see Clifton and Joy. They have a little moment. It looked like the mixer is over and they trying to wrap it up and be like, y'all get out. And he was like, I ain't get to talk to my girl Joy. I want to have a moment with you. And he was very, I don't want to say aggressive, but forceful, like, you sit down. Come talk to me. Stand up, give me a hug. Yeah, I'm gonna hug you for a while. I don't give a damn about these cameras. Y'all ain't gotta film us. I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you. Sit down and have this drink. I wrote it in my notes. It's just something about, I'm a very independent woman. Very independent, very do what I want to do, say what I want to say, go where I want to go. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. That I get it from my mama, I get it from my grandmama. Very independent. But every once in a while, I would say 5% of the time, I enjoy a man telling me what to do. Like, sit down. You ain't going nowhere. I love it. Every once in a while. Now, you can't tell me what to do every day because then I'm going to start cussing your ass out. But every once in a while, I enjoy that energy. I enjoy a man taking charge and be like, sit down. You ain't got to go nowhere. Fuck them cameras. I was on the TV. I was into it. I was writing all of my notes. I was like, ooh, I like this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because y'all know I hate backwards ass thinking. And I don't want to go back, but it is something about a man who wants to lead and take charge a little bit. It's a turn on. I like that Clifton. I'm just telling you, it's someone. I feel like Clifton is a man that's very easy to fall for. He has the whole package. If you fall for Clifton, you have to be a very secure woman because a lot of women are going to be attracted to him. And you have to be a very trusting woman because you can't be attached to his hip. He's just a hard man to fall for because it's the whole package. You said Clifton gonna be at the end. I don't know with what woman, because I think every woman there would give him a chance, but he gonna be at the end. Yes, be a leader, a manly man. I enjoy it. Now you can't tell me what to do all the time, but every once in a while I like a sit down, be quiet. You know, I'm crazy, y'all. Let's move on. Let me turn my notes from him. Let's get to the blind dates. What did y'all think about the blind dates? We were introduced to Carmen. Carmen is a brand manager for athletes. She might be able to handle that kind of energy because, you know, a lot of athletes are they think they're the best. And you got to think you're the best if you're going to be on the football, whatever field you're going to play on. So she might can handle some of that energy. I think Carmen is a beautiful woman, but I hated that sunflower dress. And then the next thing I knew, I saw her grabbing ass. And I said, well, okay, girl, he turned around and tooted it up for you. You might as well touch it. I like Laverne, too. I do like Laverne. That was a little bit much, but they both got to know each other by having that Air Force. They both used to be in the Air Force together. They both were divorced with children. And the question that Laverne asked Carmen, I don't want to say it's a red flag, but it was interesting. He was like, do you know how to check a man? Like, if I'm out in the streets acting up, you gonna be scared to check me? Do you know how to check me? And they had to do a little enactment. What do y'all think about that comment? That kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm like, why I gotta be checking you? We just not getting to know you, and now I gotta turn on my attitude. Now I gotta be a bitch. Because I ain't got no problem checking nobody, but I really don't want to. Why can't we just go out and you know how to act? That comment gave me that Laverne knows himself, and he already know he don't know how to act in public, and he needs somebody to reel him in. And I ain't got time for it. I wouldn't have had time for it, but it was cute. She was like, I'm gonna whisper in your ear, sit your ass down. You doing too much. I don't want to have to be checking people. If I got in the beginning, if I have to be prepared to check you for when we going out, I don't want to go, because it's gonna ruin my night if you embarrassing me. Evita, you hated the dress too. Oh, and she did have on that power necklace. That was a no. Now, when she was sitting down with Cornelius, did she have the blue contacts in? Because I did not recognize the blue contacts until she got over there to Clifton. And when she was in the confessionals, she ain't having them blue contacts in either. Girl, out of all the colorful contacts you wanted to pick, you had to do blue. Most Black people don't have blue eyes. Now, we might can fake it with some green eyes and some gray eyes, because my auntie had gray eyes and my sister got green eyes. Well, I can't say don't nobody in my family got blue eyes, because my cousin out there in Minnesota, she just had a baby with blonde hair and blue eyes. If you ain't in my family, you ain't having no damn blue eyes. We gonna get to that when we get to the group date. Let's move over. Oh, at the end of their date, Laverne went in for a kiss. Laverne is feeling Carmen. Okay. I thought Laverne was kind of feeling somebody else, but let's see what we say about Carmen. Okay, Carmen is a nice addition. Okay, I'm gonna fill you out, Carmen girl. The blue contacts took me out. He probably said that because everyone knows Laverne talks too much. Yeah, but I talk too much. My husband don't have to check me. I don't know. To me, when I gotta check somebody is when you drunk and you acting up, and I gotta tell you to sit down and be quiet. You doing too much. I don't know, but we gonna give Laverne and Carmen a chance. Cornelius peeped the blue eyes too. Let's get on over to Cornelius before we read Carmen for her blue contacts. The first thing I put in my notes was not another Cornelius. Because we just a week or two away from that other Cornelius. And I'm not going to call you cornbread. I don't care how cute people want to call you cornbread and you want to have some little baby cornbread muffins. I just can't call you cornbread. So I'm going to have to call you Cornelius. He's 41 and he's a real estate. Put it in the comments. Is he an agent, developer, investor? Whatever he do it in real estate. He said he made $1 million. You go for that. He said $1 million ain't really a lot of money. And I said it really ain't. Because by the time you make $1 million, you're going to give 45% of it to taxes. And then the other, that's only $550,000 left. The housing market now, you buy you a house and now you broke. Oh, he a real estate broker. All I heard was real estate, and I ain't want to do no rewinding, so I had missed that part. But I got real estate. I like him. I like thick men. Just from once he got on the TV, I was like, ooh, okay. They brought some more juiciness in here. Now, see, this is the season to have the juicy women. Y'all gonna have the juicy men, but not the juicy women this season. But moving on. So I like him. I was already like, okay, he my type. I like that. To me, the date was boring. I didn't write anything else in my notes, but I'm like, I guess they having a good conversation, but Ace is too nice. Ace is too nice. Girl, just go ahead and We see who you are through our TV screens, Ace, and we think you're a sweetheart. I can tell you right now on this show, just move on. Let's move on. Let's get to the group dates. No. First, we have a couple of individual dates. But y'all ain't put in the comments what y'all thought about Cornelius. Now, what y'all thinking about Cornelius? Who better for me, Clifton or Cornelius? Well, since I know Cornelius got at least $1 million, I'm gonna pick him because at least he got at least $1 million. No, I don't know. Based off of Clifton is a player to me. Like Clifton is somebody who back in the day, not now. I know I ain't got my wedding ring on because I'm in the house, but not now. But back in the day, Clifton would have been like a hitter or quitter or somebody who I would have flirted with just because I wanted to test it out. And then after I tested it out, okay, I'm done. Because I feel like Clifton would eventually hurt me. I would get my feelings hurt with Clifton. Cornelius doesn't give me a player vibe, but some stuff he said later on the group dates kind of irked me. Both of them I probably would have just tested out. I don't know. I probably would have dated them and have fun. But see, let's talk about this. The one thing I don't like about this show, it seems like everyone is dating for rings. Instead of, why are we talking about marriage on our first date? Why are we talking about, do I want to have kids? Why are these people not just dating for fun? I would love to see people come on this show just to have fun with these men, see who you click with, fool around, have sex. Everybody on this show grown, and I ain't got no problem with people hitting it at whatever stage of dating they want to hit it. I want to see some more natural, realistic things. That's how Angie, back in the day, would have been with Clifton and Cornelius. Like, I would have been attracted to them, and I wanted to date them, to have fun, probably fool around. Whoever dick was whack, put them back on the shelf. No, thank you. And if it was good, let's hit it a couple of times. And if it develops into some feelings or, take it there. I feel like everybody here, like, we got to get into, they be doing too much. Let's see. You said Cornelius is cool. Seems like he's coming to play. We gonna see. I like both of them. I like Cornelius and Carmen. Those were good two choices for the first dates. Now, okay, let's go back to Paul and Joy had a date. I don't know why Paul is still on the show. I really don't know why the post office man who likes to deliver is still on the show. He was boring. I guess Joy had to give him a chance, but let's move on. At least Paul knew her favorite drink, so at least he knows how to retain information. Dakia and Clifton had a date, and they found out they both love sex. Great. They look like they have sexual energy and chemistry. And the way he grabbed onto her and picked her up. I'm telling you, that Clifton, I can see a lot of ladies fighting over him. It's gonna be an interesting ride. I'm telling you. Let's get off of this. What I put in my notes? I said these little dates they have and drop stuff. They go too fast. I wish we can have more time with them on the dates so we can see the conversations develop. We can see them have more than one talking point. Like, okay, Clifton and Dakia enjoy sex. They both want to test the car out before. Okay, but what else y'all talk about? Like, I want to know more. And I feel like we get 2 minutes over here, 3 minutes over there, and we have to piece it together at home. And then the castmates want to get on Twitter and tell us everything we didn't see and who I was his number 3 and I was his number 4. And it's like, I wish we could see more of that. But oh well. Davion, you said Paul going home next week. I hope so. Let's cross our damn fingers. I don't like him. I feel Paul is very insecure with himself when it comes to the women. Then why he ain't go home first? Like, Fernando ain't do nothing to nobody. The only one who didn't even really like Fernando was Keena, and Keena went home. Let's get to the group dates. We get a ping pong date. And what I didn't understand, did they not tell these ladies they were going to play ping pong before they showed up? Because why they came in their club dresses? Precious's dress was way too short to be playing ping pong, girl. And red must be her favorite color. The group was Paul, Cornelius, Precious, Tiffany, and Sabrina. Precious says she likes Paul. And I said, girl, you lying. Don't nobody like Paul. You just want to vote. Let's keep it real. Nobody likes Paul. Cornelius says Tiffany has negative energy because they have a little side conversation. This is what I want to know y'all opinion. And I got a tweet, one of my favorite tweets I'm gonna put on the screen. They having a conversation about should you be married or a partner, which I guess is a long lasting relationship. Which one you down for it? Cornelius is saying, I go with the flow. Whatever my lady want, I'm here for it. If she just wants to have a partnership and she don't really care about no ring, I ain't got to give her one. If she want a husband, I'm down to get married. What y'all think about that? Because all Tiffany said was, and he put 20 on 10. I ain't see her banging no balls and paddles on the table. All she said was, I want a husband. And then he goes off and tell everybody that Tiffany is negative and has negative energy. Now, Tiffany does have a little bit of negative energy. I just think she has what's called resting bitch face. Like when her face rests, it's not a happy ace spirit, you know. But what y'all thought about that? Because I didn't think that was negative. I thought she was saying what she wanted. Like, okay, you down for the whatever the woman want. I'm telling you, if I was the woman, I would want a husband. I personally, it's just so strange to me. I feel like I'm not the average female. Like, I never really, even when I was younger, a teenager in my 20s, I never had no fantasy of a wedding. Like, I never just dreamed of, oh, I got to get married one day. Like, I always just wanted to date for fun. So I understood where Cornelius was coming from. But I would also be like, Tiffany, I ain't down for dating for 10 years. If we gonna do it, let's just get married and do what we do. I ain't got time to be dating somebody for 20 years. And then, what they say, somebody said it on a TV show, and I was cracking up. Somebody said, I don't want to be in nobody's funeral program as they little friend or they special friend. I don't know. But this is the tweet that I saw about it. Let me pull it up. They said Cornelia is weird. You asked her what she wants. She said she wanted a husband, and you take that for being negative. How? Just say you want to fuck casually. I don't know if that's what Cornelius was going for, the person who sent out that tweet, but I 100% agree. I don't think that her response was equal to negative energy. I think she was just telling you, like, look, I know you with the whatever, but I'm telling you I'm with the marriage. I don't know. I didn't think in that instance she was being negative. She wants what she wants, but outside of that, she does have a bit of attitude. I agree. That's what I was saying, Evita. I think she said what she said, and that was fine. But she does have that resting bitch face. And then she was in another conversation talking about why you asking me all these questions. I want to talk about fluff. We're gonna get to that in a minute too. I just think he isn't attracted to her. And looking for a reason to say something bad. I want to talk about that too. Does anybody know? Put it in the comments or in the chat. Exactly how does the voting off occur? I know Tommy goes around and asks everyone who's in their bottom. Is it like if we say Tiffany, majority of the people say Tiffany, she out, or is it okay? Tiffany and Ace are both in the bottom, and then the gentlemen vote on. Like, I want to know who does the picking, because it just doesn't seem like some people were feeling Tiffany, and I didn't hear anybody kind of just rooting for her. Where most people, like Laverne, for instance, he calling Ace Michelle Obama, Oprah, the epitome of love. She Jill Scott. But Laverne is telling Tommy, I'm already feeling Carmen. I want to lock and load it down with Carmen. But everybody got all this love for Ace, but don't nobody want to date Ace. I think because they know they on bullshit. But let's move on. So next is Tiffany talking to Paul now, or I think she joins a conversation with Paul and somebody else, and they talking about spoken word. And Paul asks the weirdest question about, if you love spoken word, what would be the title of your spoken word set? And I'm sitting there like, I wish somebody would ask me that shit. Who knows that? Like, if you're not an artist and you don't constantly have to think up titles for your artistic work, I wouldn't have a title for something like that off rip. Who does? I don't know. I don't like Paul. I don't like Paul. And I put in my notes, I said, I think Tiffany is getting a bad read. And it might be what you said, Davion. Maybe they aren't attracted to Tiffany, and you can't get on TV talking about, I ain't attracted to so and so, or she ugly this. You know, you can't get on TV saying that, because then people gonna drag you. So you gotta nitpick about other things. But okay, look like it's some gossip in the show. Let's okay. I heard if you're someone's number one, then you're not voted off. That's why they're always asking each of them what their rankings are. Okay. So if one person would have said, Tiffany is my number one, Tiffany would have been safe. That can't be true, because last season they voted Cornelius off, and you know Camille was like, that was her number one from day one. I don't know. It just seemed kind of, I don't want to get the voting off situation. Ace and Tiff was at the bottom. She only had Wiley fighting for her. And Wiley done went out on a group date and then found him a whole bunch of other people he liked. Let's get to the second group date. Wait. Okay, the second group date. Ace, Joy, Carmen, Clifton, and Tori. And this is where Clifton first meets Carmen, and he was like, oh, she got that boom, bang, pow. She got all the curves in the right places, but ooh, not the blue eyes. When I tell y'all know I like to hit the ground laughing at these shows. I was on the ground. I was like, oh, she do got on blue color contacts. What the hell? Let me show y'all some of my favorite comments. They said, not judging Tory for his locks, and you got on color contacts and a wired plate name, whatever it's called, necklace. And then they said Carmen is bragging about her hair, and nobody cared, because you could buy all the inches you want. Matter of fact, I just went to the beauty supply store the other day, and they had inches on sale, and I got me some bundles for $8. Human hair. It's gonna be in my head in a couple of weeks. And she said, but not them baby bluebird eyes. Let's talk about that. That's what this shit on Twitter had me cracking up. I was like, yes, ma'am. How are you out here? You done said you ain't attracted to no man with no locks. Let me swing my hair because everybody ain't got these inches, and I want him to feel that this is real. Girl, he ain't feel it from the roots. I know some people with some weave that if we just touch, and I see this synthetic, so don't talk about my hair, but I just got me a little cheap ponytail for the concert. But it's some hair you can go out there and feel, and you wouldn't know the difference. If he ain't went all like this in your scalp, don't nobody know what's real and what's not. I think Carmen gonna rub me the wrong way. I think she will. But let's get into the date. Oh, I put on my notes, why do they have uneven dates? Because it seemed like Ace was the third wheel. Like, why wouldn't they have 3 guys and 3 girls so everyone can have someone to talk to? Now, Tori, y'all put it in the comments and let me know, because I don't forget. Tori is talking to somebody about sex. I want to say Joy. And he asked Joy, do you like for your kidneys to be touched? Do y'all like y'all kidneys to be touched? Is that too personal? Is that too personal of a question? I can let you know right now, I don't want my kidneys to be touched. Because that shit sounds painful, and I don't like painful sex. Who asked somebody that on a first date? I was just looking at my TV like, okay, okay. Tori is ready to risk it all. Yes, he really likes joy. He really likes joy. And I guess Tori was talking to Joy and Clifton was talking to Carmen. So Ace went off by herself and to the bar, to the bar and whatever. Just was like, I'm gonna let them have their fun. And I was like, oh, she is so sweet. And so then Clifton comes over to check on Ace, and she was like, I just didn't want to impose. You all look like y'all was having a good time by yourselves, so I'm just chilling. And he was like, you can come over here and talk to us. He probably was tired of talking to Carmen ass. Anyway, he was probably tired of looking at them blue ass contacts. I don't know. But Ace is so sweet. And I don't want her to go home, but I just don't want her to get hurt. I don't want her to get hurt. Evita, you said not my kidneys, but maybe a little lower. Right. Because I ain't no anatomy, physiology major. I don't know where my kidneys are at. I want to say they back here down at your lower back, but shit, I could be all the way wrong. I don't know where the hell my kidneys are, but I don't want you touching them. I don't want my kidneys touched either. Move on from that. I don't care nothing about that. Did I go backwards? Yeah, I'm gonna turn my notes backwards. Okay. But damn. I don't know where the hell y'all done messed up my notes. Let's get on over to Tommy, because this seemed like where I'm at. So they're asking everybody who they tops and who they bottoms are. And it seems like most people aren't feeling Ace and Tiffany. But like I said, it seemed like Cornelius was at least fighting for Ace, because that's when he went on the rant of Ace is Michelle Obama, Oprah, Jill Scott. She's love. She's calmness. And this is also the round table where Cornelius also said, but Carmen is the one for me. I think I'm ready to lock down Carmen. And Tommy is like, move around. So we shall see. Now, okay, this is the thing. Paul says he doesn't like Tiffany because he brings up that if Tiffany can't answer questions, simple, then that's a problem for me. And she don't know how to talk to people. He ain't say it like that, but that's pretty much what he said. Now, in the comments and in the chat, if you out on a date with someone, getting to know them, do you prefer to be asked questions or do you prefer just to have small talk? I kind of feel like you have to ask the questions to lead into the small talk. Like, I got to ask you something about yourself to then spin it off into a side conversation. And it seemed like Laverne, her name ain't Laverne. That Laverne is going to throw me off. But it seems like Tiffany, well, she said it. She not here for the questions and the interviews. She just wants to have small talk. Now, mind you, last week, Joy said the same thing and nobody had a problem with it. You know, I'm just going to agree with Davion this whole time. I think nobody really wanted to date Tiffany, and they have to have some reason to say, okay, Tiffany can go. She don't like to answer questions. I don't know, but it's a difference between answering a question, leading to small talk, than someone just firing off questions like I'm in a damn job interview. I don't want to do that either. That shit is boring. I want to get to know something about you. What Paul said was stupid. Maybe she doesn't want to answer all them questions It should flow in conversation. It should. And Paul asked dumbass questions. Like, they need to start rolling the tape. Like, Paul didn't just ask her, what's your favorite color? What kind of vacations you like? Nothing like, he talking about what's the title of your spoken word set. He asking dumbass shit that people got to sit down for 5 minutes and think about. Like, we ain't got time. Like, we should have got rid of Paul last week, and then maybe we wouldn't have to be going through this bullshit this week. But anyway, Paul is out with Tiffany, and let's just get to the point. He gonna tell Tiffany, look, you ain't ready to love. And she said, who ain't ready to love? She gave one of these. Who not ready to love? I love that tweet right there. Oh Lord, I ain't taking down. Who not ready to love? Hey Inga, girl, I'm so happy you in the chat. You came late. We about to wrap this up. But when you was watching Ready to Love, did you know who Chuck Brown was? Because I know you from the DMV and he's supposed to be big out there. Did you know him when old girl said you look like Chuck Brown, or did you have to Google like everybody else? I'm just asking because you my DMV contact. But Tiffany is like, I guess I ain't ready to love. I'm about to go. I ain't got time for this shit. And so she get her stuff, and Paul wants a hug. And I'm like, why you want a hug? You was the main one trying to get her off the show. And you want a hug? No, you ain't copping no last feel before I walk out. Deuces. I wasn't mad at the energy Tiffany gave because it seemed like Tiffany really was on the show. But she, like, let's put it in the comments real quick. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Do y'all think people really come to this show looking for love? Has this show turned into an opportunity just to present yourself on television and to spin it off? Because most of these people got YouTube channels. Most of these people are now reviewing the show. And, you know, most of these people got some extra followers. Are these people really looking for love, or are they looking for an opportunity from having one season of television? I don't know. I just don't. My feelings ain't hurt when people go home and they ain't found no love. Because I'm like, y'all asses wasn't looking for love no way. But I'm going to play along. In her confessional, she says Paul is jealous because she didn't connect with him. So he a hater. But I'm like, girl, Paul wasn't the only one who voted for you. So everybody jealous because he wasn't the only one. And I already put down why Wiley didn't vote for Tiffany. And then we see, I don't forgot. I think Wiley went out with Ace, and he told Ace, you are ready for love. Because in the moment, I thought it was about to be a double elimination. I was about to be like, oh, okay. But no, Ace is still here. Ace is still ready for love. I feel like Ace is genuinely trying to work the process for the show. And I just feel like probably 90% of these people aren't. And I feel like she's just too nice. Too nice to get hurt and caught up in this bullshit of this TV show. But I wish her well. Davion, you said it's a 50-50. You think half of them are here for love and half of them are here for TV. I agree. Her only connection was Wiley. So, yeah, you got to go, girl. Ain't nobody jealous. Ain't nobody jealous. It's a TV opportunity. Everyone refers their friends. Okay, they refer their friends. Joy. Wait a minute. Joy is Walter's ex. And I heard Mumin knows Wiley. Maybe that's why Walter liked Mumin, because he likes singers. Because Joy is a singer too. I guess. I would like for them maybe one season, since they're doing multiple seasons in the same city. Not DC, because I don't want to see none of them people from last season back. But maybe if they go back to a city where they have multiple cities and do a redo where, okay, let's mix and match a couple of people from different cities and see if y'all might like each other. You might not have found no love over here in DC, but how about Potomac? How about Houston? I think that would be cute, like a an all-star special. Where like, hey, ain't none of y'all dating. Come see if y'all might like each other. That might be cute. I don't know. The restaurant that they said was in Potomac, Maryland is not Potomac. It's in Baltimore, which is nowhere near each other, like an hour away. I believe it because on the Real Housewives of Potomac, they don't never eat in Potomac. They always in DC, Baltimore, wherever. I don't know. You think the Atlanta and Houston mix, that might be good. At least we can see some of our favorite characters come back and bullshit on TV again. I don't know, but that's the end of the episode, you all. Right, like a RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, Ready to Love All Stars, and it ain't really All Stars, just some of our favorite, like how they brought KG back, some of our favorite people that we really liked, or that just entertained us, or we know would give us good TV. Bring them back and give them a chance for love. Bring them back. I don't know. I'm just an idea, Tommy. But this show has a lot of work to do. But that's it, you all. Like I said, I got food in the oven. I need to go check on it. I'm about to go make some macaroni and cheese. So when I'm off at the concert tomorrow, can't nobody say I ain't cook for them. Because I'm going to go have my best life tomorrow night. And I'm going to at least leave them with some food. I agree. I would love to see Tondi back. Tondi was one of my favorites. And even though Denise was team too much, I like Denise. Denise is the only person from this show that got me to buy something off Amazon. When I saw Denise with that book, Pussy Prayers, I had to know what it was about. And I went right on Amazon and bought it. And the book ain't about shit, but it's a if you into that kind of stuff. But it was less than $20, so I ain't feel bad. But I would love to see Denise come back and play around on my TV. I want to see I think Rashid is dating Simone. Or do they just have a YouTube channel? I think they date. But I would have loved to see Rashid come back. But it seemed like he never found love. But I would love to see some of them favorites come back. Oh, what girl? Girl, I can't wait. I've been waiting to go to this concert since October. It's called The Legends of the Streets. I really want to see Rick Ross, Gucci Mane, 2 Chainz, and Jeezy. I really don't care nothing about Fabulous because I know Fabulous was about 20 years ago. I don't remember none of his songs. But I'm gonna listen to Fabulous. I hope he go first. And then they kicked Boosie off of the concert because Boosie got arrested back in October. That's why they canceled the show. And so they put Trina on there. So I'm happy Trina is on there now so I can hear the baddest bitch and have a good time. And I'm gonna have a good time tomorrow night. And I can't wait. I just want to get out the house. I got my mask ready. I got my outfit ready. Got my ponytail so I can swing my ponytail. And I'm ready to have a good time. Now I'm trying to sneak some liquor into the event. I'm hoping I can do it because they ain't gonna kick me out with it. Because y'all know, y'all can see I have a big chest. And I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of tea on how to sneak your liquor on the Carnival cruise boat if you ever want to sneak some liquor on the boat. If you have a big enough chest, get you a water bottle. It can't have no metal on it. And you stick the water bottle up underneath your bra. And you put whatever you want to in there. You can walk right through the metal detector. They can't detect nothing. And that's how we sneak our liquor on the boat. So I'm hoping to try to do the same thing down at the FedEx thing down there in Memphis. Y'all think I can get away with it? Because when you buy liquor at these concerts, it'd be like $20 for a margarita. And I ain't spending that. I'm going to fill me up a drink and a nice water bottle. Not too much because I don't want to get too drunk. Because I want to enjoy myself. I'll tell y'all the story if I get my liquor in or not on the next review. But you say you almost, they came to St. Louis and you almost went. I can't tell you if you should have went or not because I don't know how good it was. But I love, y'all know, y'all done heard me say all episode or all review. I love thick men. I love me some damn Rick Ross. I love me some damn Rick Ross. So that's who I really want to see. I got a Rick Ross t-shirt. That's what I'm wearing to the concert. But I love me some 2 Chainz. Gucci. I like Gucci songs. I ain't listen to all of them. And I love Jeezy. I used to live in Atlanta, and it wasn't nothing like riding around 285 listening to some Jeezy. So I can't wait to get my life tomorrow. I'm gonna have a good time. I'll tell y'all about it. You say you done the same thing? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I only did it on a cruise ship, so I'm gonna try it at the FedEx and see if they let me in. They coming on the 25th. Get your tickets, cause here in Memphis, it's not sold out. I think once they canceled it in October, a lot of people got their refund. But I said, I ain't getting a refund. I'm going. I'm just waiting. But y'all know, I'm just like Laverne. I'm just like Laverne. My ass love to talk. So let me get over here. I'll be talking all night. And I have a good time with you all. But like I said, I got this food in the oven. I can smell it. And I got to go get my macaroni and cheese and put it in the oven. Because I'm not on a panel tonight, but it's a panel tonight that I want to watch. So I got to get my food done so I can watch it. I want to go see Maxwell and Joe at the FedEx Forum in March, but I can't find anyone to go with. I didn't know you lived out here in Memphis, girl. I don't want to go see that one. Maxwell and Joe, to me, those slow music, R&B type of concerts, I love a nice outdoor concert. Like, I wish they had a park, like how in Memphis in May, if they would have been out like on one of the R&B stage in Memphis in May, I would go see that. But I didn't want to spend all that money to go see them at FedEx. Matter of fact, Evita, if you live out here in Memphis, you going to go see Lil Wayne in May? Oh, you in Jackson? That ain't nowhere. So that's close. That's 2-hour drive. You going to see Lil Wayne in May for Memphis in May? Because I really want to go see Lil Wayne, but I don't know if I want to do Memphis in May again. It's for the young people. And what's up with the Bell Collective out there in Jackson? They ain't got no camera crews out there. They just canceled the show. I don't know. But y'all, I'm about to go for real. When I say I get it honest from my mama, I do. We love to talk in my family. So I'm about to go. Go ahead and like this video. If you're on the rewatch, definitely get in the comments. Let me know what you thought. And I will be back next week for the next episode because we're getting ready to meet 2 more people. And I can't wait to see who they are and how they fit. So, oh, you in Jackson, Tennessee. Oh, that's even closer, girl. That's even closer. So, yeah. You ain't got to do nothing but hop on. I forgot what highway, but you be here in an hour. So, yeah, you'll have a good time. Go ahead and go down there and see it. But I'm about to go. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. I think I'm going to do a live get ready with me tomorrow. A lot of people want to see my makeup videos come back. And I said I'm going to do it live so people can ask questions as I'm doing the makeup, and we'll have a nice conversation. We're going to have a good time tomorrow. I'm going to put that out there so y'all can see if y'all want to see that tomorrow. But other than that, I'm about to go check on my food. Y'all have a good one. Bye.